Welcome back. We have something fun today. We asked a bunch of questions on Instagram of what you wanted to know. Originally, I feel like we were planning on doing this more towards questions on a blended family, like having a blended family and all of that, but then it just turned into a questions and answers. So you could let us know in the comments if you want us to talk more about like the blended family aspect, challenges we had with that and all that, right?
Yeah, I think it was geared towards anything anybody want to know about us, really. I'm an open book. And I have no problem answering any questions. There's some one or two questions I won't answer, but other than that, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. So let's get right into it. So we have a bunch on here, and I'm just gonna kind of like scroll through and read them, and we'll go from there. We did not read these ahead of time. Okay, someone just said upside down pineapple question mark.
Oh, yeah. So I imagine that references all of the pineapple items in our house and the naivety of my wife thinking that putting a pineapple mat outside. Because
we learned, if you don't know, on here, I learned that pineapples are upside down
pineapples
are a side of swingers. So I made like a TikTok, and it was on Instagram.
Yeah.
Of me putting out a mat, and Dave came over and I had no clue. So that's what the upside down pineapple thing came from.
Yeah, no, we're not swingers. We don't swing.
No, we don't share.
Mine
is mine.
What's hers is hers.
All right. Oh, I like this one. This is a good one. This is a controversial topic.
Okay.
Are you ready? Do you think you'll continue to expand your family?
No. Nope. Nope. And you can burn the side of my head with your eyes as much as you want, but no, we're done.
If it was up to me, the answer would be yes. Well, I shouldn't even say that. It's up to both of us. So that's a tough one.
It's not a tough one.
Like
when we got together, I told her that I didn't want to get married again. I had already been through a divorce. I didn't want to get married again. I didn't want any more children. She wanted another child. And we got married and we had another child. And then that was, we both got our compromise. I have my two sons, we have our daughter, she has her son, and...
So altogether we're a family of four, which realistically...
Family of six.
4 kids. Realistically, it's just money-wise, it's expensive to have children, which I hate that excuse. Then like car-wise, we already have the minivan. Like going anywhere, like we would like to be able to do family vacations. We would like to do...
It's chaos already when all 4 of them are together. We love it. I love it. I
get overwhelmed.
She gets overwhelmed easily, and the anxiety kind of kicks in.
So he has that fear of like adding one more into the mix. Like will just really push me off the deep end.
Yeah, it'll create more. Look, I love children. I love having children. I love being a dad. I love being a dad more than I like being anything else. And I have all the love in my heart for more kids. I just don't want to put myself in that position where we're having more children and we're never enjoying our time together because we're always raising a child. Because in 20 years, we're going to look at each other and be like, all right, well, we're done raising children. Now what? I don't want that. I've seen people do that. I see marriages that just end up in shambles that way. And I have no desire. I didn't get married for that reason. You know, we both had kids coming in. We had our daughter, which is she's the greatest thing to ever happen to either one of us. And her brothers adore her. And I wouldn't want to complicate things anymore. I don't. I think our family, the way it is perfect. I think we were very good together. I think all the kids love each other. They fight. They love. They're just. I think it's perfect the way it is. And to keep adding stressors into a marriage and a life where at some point we actually have to enjoy each other's company rather than trying to raise children together.
So short answer is
no.
Okay. I want to leave, maybe we'll leave the spicy ones we'll do a number 2 questions
Okay.
and answers with the spicy ones. So, does your husband work out with you?
I don't.
So we used to, well, we went at the same time. When we first got together, I had major anxiety going to a gym, and Dave pretty much like held my hand the first time I made him do a group fitness class with me. Like I was so nervous. He signed me up to like meet with this girl who like showed me around, and it was really great. And I only would go with him, and then eventually I would go on my own. But we loved, it was like our thing. Like we would go together, then we would go grocery shopping after.
Yeah, it was a nice thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
But she would run when we first started dating. She didn't work out other than she would run every morning, or
I would run.
yeah, well, you'd
Walk,
jog, whatever you want to call it. But back then I was 30 pounds lighter. I was working out 5 days a week, and that was like a major part of my own therapy, was that I would go to the gym, I would burn myself out for an hour and a half, and then I could function otherwise. So we never worked out together in that sense. Like I do completely different workouts than she does, and I wouldn't be able to do the workouts she does.
And I like working out at home. Well, not even, I like working out at home. I did love going to the gym, but
Our gym closed.
our gym closed. I struggled enough going to that one that like to me the thought of like going in a new gym, not knowing where anything is, not knowing the people scares me. And then also schedule wise, it's hard with the kids because then I have to be here with my dog. Like our schedule, it just doesn't line up. So it's just easier for me almost at this point in our life for me to work out at home and for Dave to go to the gym. But so that's the answer. We don't work out together, but we do both work out separately.
Yeah. I just started back up again. I took a hiatus.
A hiatus.
A hiatus.
Because you work a lot. And the relationship ones I definitely want to leave to like a second one. Dave has 2 full-time jobs, ? Yeah, so do I. Being a mom is a full-time job.
Sure. So I own a power washing business. It's extremely busy in the spring and fall months, and the summer, part of the summer as well. And then I have another full-time job that I don't want to talk about.
We own a power washing business.
We own power washing.
We own a power washing.
We own a power washing business that I give all of my time
Dave
to.
is my employee that works full time.
Yeah, sure. I don't get paid well.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't at all. He takes the brunt of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he has 2 full-time jobs. One job we just choose not to talk about. I'm sure a lot
Most
of people
know what it is.
I
choose not to speak about it.
It's just personal preference. We like to keep that. This is our home life and all of that, so we like to keep that out of it. So he does. I mean, most people know what it is, but like he does have 2 full-time jobs. And then, I mean, if anyone cares about me, I am a full-time mother. And then I'm a hairstylist. So I do that. And then the influencing, the social media, that has
Content creation.
Oh yeah, content creation.
Yeah. It's honestly, like when she first started doing this, I was watching it and I was like, oh, okay. It's something she enjoys. She's on her phone all the time anyway. So if she can use it for some type of benefit, whatever. And then I'm watching her and studying. Like she's studying all these trends and seeing what's good and what's not good, and she's turned it into a job. I'm very proud of her because in the 6.5 years we've been together, she doesn't usually last in things like this very long. She kind of pushes through a little bit and then gives up, but she's stayed very strong to this. She's very determined. She's doing very well. And then I just come here, I make everybody laugh, and I'm just the star of the show. So that's pretty much my role.
It's funny because I have such a passion for it. I absolutely love social media. Like, I love just connecting with others because in person, I am not like that.
No.
I am so shy and reserved until I get to know someone. But for some reason on social media, I love that connection. And like I thrive, and Dave wants no part in it.
No.
But then whenever I show him in videos or clips or anything, everyone loves him. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, it's because everybody loves me in real life.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is in real life too.
Yeah.
But
So like the person that she looks like on all these videos, that's me in real life. That's just, I'm the outgoing one of the two of us.
I mean, I feel like I filter it more on social media, so you don't hear it like... Social media is the filtered part of it. Like YouTube, you're getting to know us a little bit more, but like I cannot post everything you say on the internet.
No.
We have to nip that. No. I mean, and in person, it's just me like, oh my gosh, did he really just say that? Like, no filter whatsoever.
No.
All right, let me see. That's a relationship. Who is older?
I am older. I am 36.
He robbed the cradle.
I robbed the cradle.
I'm 34.
I didn't approach her. Let's just go back to that. You approached me. I was having no part of it. You came at me because I was looking good and fresh and funky fly.
Funky fly?
Bringing it back.
Okay, what year two? Where are you from? What state are you in? A lot of people ask that.
Yeah. We're from Jersey.
New Jersey, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I feel like we portray New Jersey pretty well.
Yeah.
And a lot of where are we from.
Yeah, we're from the Jersey Shore and not that stupid show.
We already answered this one. Not to be too nosy because I'm kind of new. Love you guys. We love you too. But is Dave also the boy's dad? I thought that was so funny when I got that question because he is the boy. Like, I'm Peter's mom, and then he came with Nico and Luca, his boys.
Yep.
And then Ava's ours together. So he's Nico and Luca's dad. Our oldest, Peter, he's his stepdad. So
I hate that word.
I know, but he's his stepdad. I mean, it's just honestly
it's got such
a word.
An ugly connotation that I don't even like. I don't say stepson. I refuse to. He lives with me 20-something days a month.
Yeah.
He's my son. He's my son.
But we should also say like Peter's.
Oh yes, his father. His father is very involved, but I just I don't like the term step anything. I think it just has that ugly connotation. It just to me
it does. Like when you hear like
stepmom,
stepmom,
you just think
like in
this
movies,
evil,
it's always
like Cinderella's evil stepmother.
Yeah.
Although Janie is very close to that, very very close.
That's awful. Co-parenting. Should we answer that one on here? Yeah, that's different. Co-parenting. How it goes with you guys, how you manage split homes. So when we first got together, it was hard, I think, for Dave because Peter's with me full time. So before we had Ava, it was pretty much like me and Peter and Dave, and then the boys would come during the week. We had them one day and overnight, and then the weekends, we would rotate weekends. So I think that was really hard in the beginning before we had Ava. Now that we have Ava, it kind of buffers it, but it was almost like for him, that feeling of like, all right.
It still hurts.
Yeah, it still hurts.
Yeah. I would love to have all four. See, I thrive on chaos, and I thrive I do my best work there.
That's not the point though, honey. They have other parents.
No, I know that. I'm saying my own personal feelings is I would love to have all of them here at all times. I know they have other parents and they have the time with the other parents, but that to me it would just be nice to have that craziness all the time because I feel like it's a part of life, but it's also insane. So it does suck sometimes, when especially like making plans or doing things, like it sucks when like people are like, well, do you have the kids this weekend? Do you not? Like that's so, we never grew up like that. No.
But in another aspect, it's almost when we first started dating.
It was nice.
Yeah, we arranged our weekends so like when we didn't have our boys, they were on the same weekend. So those were our weekends to like do things, just me and him, and we had that time without hiring a sitter or anything like that. And then on the weekends we have them. That was the family time that we had together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was beneficial for the start of our relationship,
Yeah.
and I think that it was a huge factor in us falling in love and staying because we had that alone time. Now we don't have any alone time, but
Thursdays used to be our date morning, like because the kids went to school.
Every Thursday.
Yeah.
Every Thursday we would pick a place and go get breakfast.
Because I work Thursday. Well, I used to work Thursday nights. Now I work during the day. But we would go, we'd drop the kids off, and then we would go out to breakfast, and we had like a nice little date day. But now Ava came and stompled all over that.
There's no day dates. There's no afternoon delight. It doesn't exist.
And then co-parenting. Should we touch on co-parenting?
It's tough. It's tough for everybody.
I have.
There's challenges on both sides.
Yeah.
And it's
I am lucky enough to have a great relationship with my son's father, and it is still, we still have differences, we still have arguments, we still, not, I wouldn't even say arguments, but we still have disagreements. And that's like, if anyone sees us in public, or like him with Dave, they're like, oh my God, you guys get along so well, which we do. But even in that, and I'm also very laid back, like extremely laid back. And so is he. So even in that scenario, there's still, you're still two people with different opinions.
Yeah.
And
I'm lucky enough to have my kids are
close by.
Close by. So that urge to want to see them or talk to them, they have phones, I can call them. I know most people are against it, but to me it was an essential because I got them all phones so that if they wanted to call me or if I wanted to call them, I could get to them at any time. And they don't use it for that, but that was the idea in the beginning.
And I think the hardest part of co-parenting is like having, like, normally there's two people and you can argue with each other and have disagreements on things with the kids. And now there's four people. Like, there's his ex-wife, my ex. So like there's four people that have to agree on things, and not everyone's gonna agree. And that's the hardest thing. Like, we'll make a decision in our home as a family and it will stick in our home, but then when they leave, it's like, it's not discussed with, some things are discussed, but that's really hard. Like, trying to raise the kids that you want to raise them with other moving.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
It's tough sometimes. It could be tough for everybody. I'm sure it's tough to deal with me. It's tough to deal with everybody. So it's got its challenges. I mean, anybody that co-parents knows that it's gonna have challenges, but you just gotta do what you can for the kids and try to make their time when they're with you the best it can be. Try to keep it as normal as possible. Not make it like every time they're coming, it's like a party. You just try to keep that normal life so that they think, okay, well, this is normal. This is, we have chores, we have stuff to do, we have.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the hardest thing. Like, this isn't like the fun home. Like, they're both homes. So it's hard because you want to make it like, okay, this is like when you go to dad's, like, that's the fun home. When it's like, no, this is just supposed to be their home. And like, even like my son, when he goes with his dad, it's like there still has to be rules and structure. Like, you don't always, like, on the weekends, I feel like you're even more pressured when we have the kids to like be doing something fun all the time, or like taking them somewhere, when it's like, no, we just want to be parents.
Yeah.
Just like, we're just parents. But I feel like this one has kind of ran on a little bit, so I feel like we should.
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
No, I feel like we should wrap this video up.
Oh.
And then we'll do a part 2 with the spicier, the relationship kind of questions. Why are you making that face? I should be making that face. I should be the nervous one.
You should be nervous.
I'm very nervous. So we're
fine.
gonna wrap this video up, and then if you liked this, catch the next one where we answer all of our relationship and dirty detail questions.